कोई है चलता है। Hello and good evening to all who are waiting for the session. I am sorry there has been a delay today for about 9 minutes or 10 minutes. So let's get going. I have set up a small presentation for today's interaction session. So requesting people to confirm that my screen is visible. So Noman or anybody else, can you please confirm if my screen is visible? Those who are monitoring the live session, could you please confirm that the screen is visible? Okay, so the agenda points for today's session are as follows. We will talk about the final examination date and we'll discuss the pattern of the questions that you will see. This examination, as you all are aware, is a completely computer-based examination. So the questions are going to be all either single choice or multiple choice or fill in the blanks type. I will then open up the floor for any feedback or suggestions or complaints that you have regarding this course. Although we are running this course every year for the last few years, still every year we look forward for some suggestions, for some feedback on how to improve the course, and also if there are any complaints, especially if you have any complaint regarding the teaching assistant or regarding the instructor, that is me, or anything regarding the content of the course, we take your feedback. This is the time for you to please honestly give us constructive feedback and suggestions, and don't hesitate to also notify your complaints. After that, I'll open the floor for some queries, and finally I will proceed to talk to you about Deltas 2024. I am sure many of you might be aware of it, but I thought I'll make it a point to talk about it to all the students, because this is a very interesting and relevant conference for the students of the course on LTA systems. And in the end, I will close with acknowledgements to all the people who have made this course possible, not only in content creation but also in helping me in rerunning the course almost every year after it has been launched. So the question on everybody's mind probably is about the examination, so please mark your calendars. We are in the month of April. Today is 22nd of April and your exam is on this Saturday. That means after about 5 days. 6th day from today, Saturday 27th of April is going to be your examination all over the country. This examination date has been fixed by NPTEL and it cannot be changed unless NPTEL itself decides to change it for some reason. We are unable to change the date of the examination. If you have any query or any comments regarding the examination date, don't contact us. Me and the teaching assistant Namanuddin cannot help you. It can only be taken care by the NPTEL office in IIT Madras. Here is the pattern of the question paper. The question paper will consist of 3 parts, of which part A will consist of 15 multiple choice questions, MCQs, where there will be 4 or more choices and you have to select one of them which is the correct choice. So these are relatively easy questions which primarily are based on the recall of the assignments that you have already completed. So 15 questions, 1 mark per question, will be multiple choice questions where only one choice is correct. The next part, part B, will consist of 2 types of questions. There will be multiple select questions, MSQs. Those are going to be, multiple choice questions, 10 of them. These are going to be, again, only one choice is correct. But then there will be 10 questions which are fill in the blanks type. For example, a lighter than air system that remains stationary is called as dash. And you know the answer is aerostat. Okay, and what we will do is in the brackets we will give you the letters, the number of letters in the answer. So aerostats means AEROSTATS, which is 9. So if you see a dash with bracket 9, it means the answer that we expect is of 9 letters. Do not give any answer which is not 9 letters, because there are no marks here for wrong answer. And there is nothing like partially correct, etc. Fill in the blanks are questions which are related to this course where one word is the answer. That word could be flap or flaps. If it is flap, we will give you bracket 4. If it is flaps, we will give you bracket 5. So please count the number of letters in your answer. It should exactly match with the number that is given in the fill in the blanks. Part C is the most challenging part, which is 70% of the examination of 100 marks. This will have 20 questions which are the multiple select questions. In multiple select questions, more than one answer could be right. Remember, in multiple select questions, there also may be some questions where only one choice is correct. But we want you to be confident, and therefore we have put them intentionally under MSQ, even though one is correct. So do not assume that in MSQ category, that is part C, all questions will definitely have more than one choice correct. There could be some with only one choice correct. There could be some with all choices correct. There could be some with more than one choice correct. Okay. In multiple choice questions, MCQs, only one choice is correct, so you can be sure. If you know the answer, you can be confident that others are not applicable. But in MSQ, the story is different. In MSQ, there could be more than one choice. One or more choices correct. And if you answer only both the choices, you will get the full marks, that is 2 marks. And finally, we have 15 questions which are of numerical type. In this, the answer will be a number or numbers. It could be a whole number or it could be a number up to some decimal points. Generally, we mention in the question answer up to 2 or 3 or 4 decimal points. Okay, so be careful. Even there also you should read carefully and answer. If the answer is 19.123 and it says 2 digits after decimal points, then you have to round off and say 19.23, 19.12. Okay. Similarly, if it says answer up to 1 decimal point and the answer is 19.123, you will make it 19.1. If the answer is 19.179, you will make it 19.2. So I hope I am amply clear about 3 parts A, B, C and the type of questions that you will see. Usually we do not have any partial marking in NPTEL. So therefore it is expected that you are going to select all the correct choices or the correct choice in MSQ. Okay, I think this is quite clear. If there is a doubt, then you can ask in the chat window. I observed that Sarah Wilson has a question about, do we have to remember all the formulas for the examination? Sarah, the answer is you don't have to remember all the formulae. The difficult formulae which we believe are difficult to recollect, we will give you the formulae if it is required. But simple formulae like net lift is equal to bracket rho A minus rho G into V into G. We want you to remember those questions, those formulae. So simple formulae you will remember, but large complicated formulae you are not expected to remember. You will probably be given those formulae. Okay, so I hope that answers the question. Now I would open the floor for any feedback or suggestions or any complaints that you may have regarding the course content, regarding the videos, regarding the PPT, regarding the speaker, that is me, and regarding the teaching assistant, that is Nomanuddin. So the floor is open. I will wait for some time before I go ahead. So I am just waiting for any feedback, suggestion or complaint. Or if there is any query that anybody has regarding the course, regarding the examination, regarding the pattern or anything else that comes to your mind. So Nomanuddin, if you are online, please confirm that I am audible and visible, because I don't see any response. At least I would like to get feedback from you that yes, I am audible and visible. Okay, so I have a confirmation from Noman. Let's go ahead. There is a forum discussion forum created in every NPTEL course, which can be used by students for discussing their doubts. Kindly use the discussion forum actively. Okay, there is one feedback from Sarah. In the start of the course, the pace was good, but as it progressed, the pace became fast. Okay. Okay, Sarah. So I got the idea. You found that towards the end it became fast. Okay. Moving ahead, I want to talk about Delta's 2024 conference, which is the conference that is going to happen. So this is the second international conference in this area, and it's the full form of Delta's 2024 is Design and Engineering of Lighter Than Air Systems, or Deltas for short. The first such conference was held in 2022, and we are doing it in a biennial fashion, once in 2 years. So therefore it is happening now in 2024. The conference will happen in the last week of June, from 26th, which is a Wednesday, to 30th June. So it will be from Wednesday to Sunday. And the location of the conference is IIT Bombay. Let me tell you about the key events that are taking place as part of this conference. On 26th June, Wednesday evening, we start with a competition called as a FEHAP competition. FEHAP stands for Flameless Indoor Hot Air Balloon. I will talk about it in more detail little bit later. The next activity will be the Deltas conference, which will happen over 2 days, 27th and 28th of June, in which there will be papers both invited by us and the contributed papers by students and researchers. Plus there will be posters. We are planning this time to conduct a quiz competition for the students who are present, students and the other audience members. There is going to be an exhibition where some companies are invited to put up their display, and there is going to be panel discussion on contemporary topics. So these 2 days will be completely consumed in the Deltas conference. On 29th June, we are going to do 2 things. One will be a workshop on a software called as OpenVSP, which is a software that is used for aircraft configuration, design and layout work. The workshop will be conducted by your course TA, Mr. Namanuddin, along with me and my other colleagues and 2 of his interns who have worked with him or who are still working with him. Plus, this will also be a day when the people who take part in the event on the next day, which is the Indoor Airship Regatta, on 29th, they will also be able to do their preparation and planning for the competition. On 30th June, we have an Indoor Airship Regatta, which is basically an indoor airship remotely controlled flying competition. This is going to be a very interesting event, especially for students. So, around 30 teams have already registered for the regatta. So, they will come on 29th and they will start doing the preparation. Some team members can also attend the workshop and then do the preparations in the evening. They will work whole night to get the airships ready, and then on 30th they are going to take part in the competition. So here is the information about the Deltas conference. As I mentioned, it is a conference which has started 2 years ago. So the global experts in the field of ladder and air systems from around the world will be in attendance. Participants can learn about new developments. Okay, there is a query on the chat window from Bhagya. Sir, will we get multiple option questions and numerical questions in computer-based test? Yes, as I mentioned to you, there is part A, part B, part C. In part A, you will have multiple choice questions, but only one will be correct. In part B, you will get multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks. And in part C, you will get multiple select questions, where one or more than one can be correct, and also there will be some numericals. So, part C is the part that has the maximum weightage. Part B and part A have lower weightage. So Bhagya RY, please confirm that your query is answered. If not, I can elaborate more. Coming back to my presentation, by taking part in Deltas 2024, you will be able to learn about some new developments in the field and you will hear it from the experts in this field from all over the world. It will also allow you to network and interact with all the attendees so that you can request them to give you internships. Some of them may also be able to give some job offers if they have a requirement for people. So it's a very good way of networking and making your presence felt. So if anybody is interested to work in LTS systems, this is a place to be there. Bhagya, one more question. Will numerical questions come from assignment only? No. Only the part A questions, 15 of them, are going to be broadly from the assignments, but the remaining questions are all new. They have been created by us using the course content. So, to answer your question specifically, the part A will consist of questions which are from the assignments, but there can be minor changes, but they are generally the questions which have been asked in the assignment. Okay, coming back to the conference, we also have certain very interesting activities lined up for you, the students, during the Deltas 2024. I have already mentioned to you there are going to be 3 competitions. There is going to be a FEHAB competition where you will fabricate and fly. Notice there is no workshop on balloon. Workshop on balloon are being held in advance. We have held one just yesterday for some school students from Mumbai. Similarly, if some organization approaches us, we will be happy to conduct a workshop. I am doing one workshop in Goa in the month of June. I am going to conduct one more such workshop end of this month for an institution near New Delhi. So I am going all over the country to conduct workshops. I have already done 3 workshops and I will be doing another 2 minimum. Depending on if some college invites me, I will be happy to come and do the workshop. So on 26th June there is no workshop. On that day there is only a competition. So you are expected to come with your balloons which are already tried and tested, and you will then put them in the competition arena. Fabricate, compete and fly. OpenVSP, as I mentioned, is a software which has been created by the webinar group. It's an open source aircraft geometry tool, but it can be used for more than just geometry, as we will try to demonstrate to you. So our job will be to show how OpenVSP can be used for airship related work or LTA system related work. Not on aircraft but on LTA systems. And then on 30th June, the last day, we have the grand finale in the form of airship regatta. We call it 2.0 because we have already done 1.0 in 2022. Remember that this event is approved by the International Aeromodeling Federation. Okay. And there is going to be indoor airship flying competition also. So these 3 events, FEHAB competition, OpenVSP workshop and airship regatta, are mainly open for students, mainly. The conference also is useful for students, and we have come up with the concessional rate of approximately 1000 rupees per person per day and additionally 18% GST. Okay. So for I think 1180 rupees you should be able to take part in the event as an attendee. You could choose your days. You could say I'll go for day 2 and day 3 or day 2, 3, 4, whatever. It will be cheaper for you to register for the conference directly and get access to everything. But if you want to go for only 1 day rate or 2 day rate, that also is available. All details are available on our website www.deltas2024.in. Now I want to talk to you about the FEHAB competition. As I mentioned, FEHAB stands for Flameless Indoor Hot Air Balloon. This is the venue or the location where we will conduct this particular competition. Incidentally, this is also the location where we will do the airship regatta. Okay, so this is a indoor 3-story or 4-story foyer, 3-story, ground plus 3. You can see on the left hand side you have the ground floor, and then you have the first floor, second floor and third floor. On the RHS you can see our staircase, which allows you to go in an inclined manner without steps from ground to the first or second or third floor. So this entire area is going to be made available to us. We have kind of booked it for the entire event period. So maybe on 26th you have to report here latest by about lunchtime. Okay. Right, there was a question from Aisha Patel about the numericals are same as assignment. No. They may be same, they may be different, they may be similar, but generally we create our own questions. At least the numerical values will be not the same. It will be perhaps very different. But the numericals will be such that they will capture your imagination and they will get you confidence that you can actually do number calculations for a realistic LTS system. So they will be realistic in nature, practical in nature, and of course not necessarily the same as the assignment. So back to the presentation. So this fire is our LTA playground. Here we do the flying of our LTS systems, indoor LTS systems. So here is an example of a workshop that was conducted, a competition that was conducted in our premises at the same location that you see on the left hand side. This was conducted yesterday for a bunch of students who had come to us. I'd like to show you a video of the successful trial of 2 balloons which were launched almost simultaneously. Okay. Right, so I see that there is a problem with the file, so I'm going to just escape. And I'm going to see if it works now. I will need some help in playing this video because I'm not able to figure out how to play this video. Okay, I got the problem. I could realize the problem. 1 minute. Yeah. If you can see, there are 2 balloons which have been launched simultaneously, and one of them, the one on the right hand side, will eventually go and touch the ceiling. There you go. So once the balloon touches the ceiling, it gets bonus marks. Otherwise, there are marks for every floor that you cross. Okay, we expect all teams to cross the third floor, where the gentleman is standing, the one in the white shirt. But when it crosses the ceiling, when it touches the ceiling, there are 20 bonus marks. So Spurti and Ayesha Patel have an answer. If we study assignments, we'll pass this course. And can we get passing score from the assignments only? Spurti and Ayesha, I think if you do the assignments carefully and if you learn from the content properly, you will be able to pass. Okay. I cannot guarantee anybody passing or failing purely based on a question. You need to understand and appreciate the entire content of the course. So if you have done that, if you have done the assignments, if you have understood the course, if you have watched the videos, you will pass. I can guarantee that nothing in the course examination is going to come beyond the content which already we have covered in the course. Okay, moving ahead, I want to also show you another video of a successful trial of the balloon. Okay, so once again, so let's see one more video. This video shows a balloon of green color which has been designed by students of an LTA course in IIT Bombay, and it is being tested in the same foil in the night time, and you will notice that it goes and touches the ceiling. There is a question from the audience, Sarah Wilson. Will there be questions from the research papers quoted in the lecture videos? No. You don't have to worry about reading those papers to answer the questions. I don't think the questions are going to require you to read the research papers. The research papers have been mentioned only for your understanding and appreciation. Spurti says, can we get passing score from the assignments only? The answer is no. You have to appear in the examination, and the questions are such that if you have done the assignments carefully and intelligently, you will be able to answer them. But I cannot guarantee anybody that just by doing the assignments you will pass in this course, because there are only 15 questions of 1 mark or 15% of the syllabus which is directly from the assignments. So if you repeat all the assignments and if you check the answers of all the assignments, you will probably be able to answer only about 15 questions. The remaining questions are based on the content which we have created. So there is no guarantee that just by doing the assignments you will get a passing score. Moving ahead, I want to show you another balloon which is made by our students in IIT Bombay. This has got a very interesting so this video is a longish video because it goes from the start of the balloon, which is completely deflated, right up to the end when it is fully inflated and then released. So you can notice that there is a yellow colored hot air gun on the bottom which is held by a student. This hot air gun is the one that gives you high temperature air, and that's why we call this as a flameless indoor hot air balloon, because there is no flame or there is no fire in this exercise. Okay, the balloon is heated purely by the hot air gun. So as you can see, the balloon is slowly getting inflated, and the students who are standing, they are testing the balloon or trying to see if the balloon is properly expanded and that there are no leakages. And very soon you will see that they will start looking at the temperature, because they have designed this balloon to develop enough lift to carry the payload at a particular temperature. There you go, you can see he is lifting it, and now he is checking using the IR thermometer. He is checking the temperature of the balloon, especially in the top portion, and guiding his teammates on whether more heating is required or heating is enough. You can see me also in the balloon in the blue colored kurta with a white cap. And on the left hand side of the screen, there is one gentleman with a Star Wars t-shirt. He is keeping a track of the time, because there is a limited time available to create the lift. It's 4 minutes total. So again, the temperature of the top is being checked, and when the team decides that we have just reached the limit of the time, they will release the balloon. Last minute checks of the temperature of the balloon. Now they are preparing to release the balloon. Now they let go of the balloon. You can see it rises very fast. Finally hits the ceiling and then slowly comes down. So a similar exercise will be conducted in the FEHAB competition as part of Delta's competition. Then next is the indoor airship regatta, which is basically airship flying competition. Now we conducted this regatta also last year in 2022. So I have a video. Okay, so I'll show that to you. So here you can see what happened in this course last time. This is a demo airship that we made in the regatta to fly. Yeah, there is no audio for the video. Right. Regarding the regatta, I think last time I have shown you the poster. I have shown you a lot of video about what is planned. Okay, now I will move to the last section, which is the acknowledgements. So we are very thankful to the NPTEL studio team at IIT Bombay, the place where I am sitting right now, to allow us to record some of the videos and also these interaction sessions. Mr. Omkar of NPTEL has been very kind and very supportive in arranging these sessions, announcing them out to you. And then Mr. Namanuddin is my teaching assistant who has helped in this course. All of you know him, and right from the beginning he has been there to sort out your queries and to give you guidance. So I don't have anything else to show. Thanks for your attention, and we will still be open for a few more queries. So I am leaving the floor open for queries. Okay, so I would like to show you another video, another presentation where we talk about the regatta in the remaining 5 minutes or so. So here we want to tell you about the details of Regatta 2.0. This is a competition where your creativity is encouraged and it takes flight. Interestingly, it's an approved and recognized internationally by the Federation Aeromodeling International and also by the ACI in India. Okay. And it's going to be held on Sunday 30th June at IIT Bombay. So what exactly is a regatta? Basically, regatta is an indoor airship flying competition. So what you do is first you design an indoor remotely controlled airship. Here is an example of the design of an airship that won the competition last time. Then you fabricate that airship and test it for leakages or for any problems. And then you fly it and compete with other teams to create world records. So this is what happened in 2022. I have already shown you that video. Okay, this was taken during that time. 3 of the airships which came among many that came from abroad. This is from Germany and from USA. So what is new this time? So this time we are going to have 2 races. One race is going to be for the fastest time over a figure of 8. So we will create 2 pylons and then teams have to fly figure of 8 3 times after launch across those pylons, and the minimum time that is taken by a team is the parameter to be used for competition. And then the second race will be the fastest to carry a particular payload from point A to point B. So as I said, they will be racing against time while carrying a specified payload. So for those who are interested on the problem statement, there is a QR code here which you can scan. What do you get? This time we are planning for prizes of about 1.5 lakh rupees. You will also get a chance to connect with the global LTA community, especially the enthusiasts from all over the world who will like to compete. We have already recorded some videos on how to build indoor airships and they are available on our YouTube channel. We give theoretical and practical support for building airships. So those who are interested to know are welcome to scan this code and go to the YouTube location, or you can search for the YouTube page of LTA Systems Lab IIT Bombay and look for the DIRCA workshop, Design of Indoor Remotely Controlled Airships. Last time many students teams told us that they were not able to make a leak-proof envelope easily because it requires some facilities and some skill. So this year what we have done is we have purchased some envelopes from a very established supplier and we are sending them at the cost price. Okay. So already we have 15 envelopes with us and already around 11 have been purchased. So there are a few remaining. The registration fees before 26 March was rupees 5,000 per team, but after that, that means now the rate applicable is 6,500 rupees per team. A team can consist of 4 people, but if you want to attend the event just to witness it and not to really take part and fly, then you can come at 1,000 rupees per person. Okay. There is a contact person, Yash Desale. His email is mentioned on the screen. For any information, we can contact him. And if you are interested to know about the regatta, if you want to be updated, then you should scan this code and fill in the Google form, the interest form, to stay tuned about what is happening and what are the latest developments in the regatta. So I'll leave it for some time so that you can scan, take an image, or you can directly scan from your phones to know about what is happening. Thank you so much. The website is deltas2024.in. So thanks a lot. So I have really enjoyed interacting with you not only today but also in the last two sessions, and I also believe that you have also benefited and enjoyed this course. We can always receive feedback from you on our discussion forum or via Nomanuddin via email. Thank you all for attending this course and hope you have a nice evening. Bye.